Okay, we're live. Hello everybody, I'm Mike the Zorch. And we're in Final Fantasy XIV. It's been... 2020 has been quite a year. Pretty glad it's almost over. Still got one final mess to get through. It looks like it's going to be resolving itself soon. Which is good. Hopefully. Anyway, enough about that. Enough about the negative crap. It's that time of year again. As you can see, it's snowing in Eorzea, and that means it's time for the Starlight Celebration, Final Fantasy XIV's Christmas event. And it starts in Gridania. So, I'm here in Udal, in our free company house. And I'm going to start from here and make the journey here and chat with you on our way. Instead of teleporting there, I'm just going to go the long way. Here's my character, Momo. She's a 60 white mage. I just recently, with Tiger's help, got up to eye level 159. So I can go through the rest of the game and Heaven's Word without having to upgrade any of my gear. And in fact, I won't have to upgrade my weapon, I think, through most of Stormblood? I don't know. I will definitely have to upgrade it for... Shadowbringers, but I'm nowhere near there yet with this character. Of course, I've got Scholar unlocked, Black Mage, Ninja, still working on the glamour for Ninja. This is the Strife gear. Not Strife, but what the hell is that character's name? Lionheart gear from Final Fantasy IX. Then Pugilist, still working on that. Samurai and Dancer. The Dancer gear didn't look right on Lalafell, so I am using this for now. At least the beginner Dancer gear didn't look right. Now the Dancer starts at level 60. Alright, so back to White Mage. So, let us... Not going to do a tour of the free company house because they plan on moving the house. What's going to happen is that the 5.4 patch has just come out. That finalizes the story started for Shadowbringers. That's basically the end of Shadowbringers. Final end. And they're going to be starting storyline for the next expansion after this. So after there's going to be another, like, a smaller update that's going to open up the housing in Ishgard, and so the house is going to be moved there. So I'm not going to tour the house because the house is about to get taken apart and everything. I might tour it just before they take it down. Oh, we are making our way out. This is the housing area for everybody. It's just one of many. The Christmas trees, or Starlight trees. All the decorations and everything. Alright. Leave resident. Okay. I've been playing Cyberpunk 2077. I really like the game. I haven't had a problem with it. I have a Ryzen 5 3600 and a Radeon 5700 XT and 16 gigs of RAM, and I have not had hardly any graphical issues. I do play at 1366 by 768. I'm not playing at 1080p. I am going to get a 1080p monitor. I need to get one because I'm currently using a regular TV as a display, and it's a 720p display, and it has a native PC resolution of 1366 by 768. I want to go up to 1080p, mainly because a lot of games are starting to complain at not running at 1080p. They're starting to not look right. Tried to play some Black Desert, and Black Desert looked like pixelated crap at this resolution. So definitely need a better display. A lot of games are starting to really get picky with the resolution. So I'm forced to have to upgrade. Hopefully I'll be able to do that within a month or two. But Cyberpunk 2077's been running pretty well for me. I did run into a couple of glitches. Some of the TV shows. Oh, I forget I can run. I can fly. I finished the main scenario for Realm Reborn. I haven't run into many bugs. I did run into a few. When you watch TV, damn, it is raining here. Holy crap, this is rain. This is supposed to be the desert? Like, wow. That is coming down. Anyway, only really bugs I ran into is occasionally a NPC would T-pose during combat. Or whenever I'm in V's apartment watching TV, some of the programs either have no audio or the wrong audio. I had that happen. Recently, I think they may have fixed that, because I was watching some of the programs and it had the correct audio. The frame rate of the audio's not the best, but my frame rate in the game is great. I don't have a problem with the game's frame rate at all on my machine. And I'm at I think I'm on high settings, not on ultra, and I don't have ray tracing because this card doesn't do it. Now AMD's latest cards do. They do have ray tracing, but they are very early first generation ray tracing, and it sort of kind of works. It's not great at it yet, just like Nvidia's cards weren't great at it yet when they started. So one more generation after that, that's when I might upgrade then to another graphics card, is when they do another architecture update, and they get the ray tracing better. Alright, we're passing through the Shroud now and getting closer to Gridania. I've seen people with a very unusual event reward from this year's Christmas event. Some kind of snowman mount. Very strange. So we'll see what that's all about here in just a minute. We're here at Gridania. Let's get in here and find out what's going on. It does a little bit. It does a little bit. I do remember it's been a long time since I've played Cyberpunk, the pen and paper game, back in college when we played it in college. Also, I played it. No, I didn't play it recently. No, wait a minute. Yes, I did. When we were living in DC, there was a D&D group, and they had a special get-together, and we played one game of Cyberpunk then. So CD Projekt Red captured the atmosphere of Night City. They captured the atmosphere of the cyberpunk world, of that world, perfectly. They captured it perfectly. The city is every bit as detailed as something out of Grand Theft Auto, except it is a very dystopian, sort of Blade Runner-esque big megalopolis. It is very well done. The artwork is just exceptional in Cyberpunk 2077. The artwork's exceptional. I like the gunplay. You know, there's tons of NPCs everywhere. I mean, on my computer, there's like tons of NPCs. Sometimes I have trouble walking from one place to another. Sometimes there's so many. And the driving is not quite as good as GTA 5. Not quite as refined as GTA 5. But the fact that this is their first game with driving, they did a pretty good job. So, really good job. There are, you know, bugs, and CD Projekt Red has apologized for these bugs. The execs have taken the blame. It's them for dropping the ball, for getting the game out too early. They're gonna fix the problem. They're even offering refunds to people who want them. But I've been liking the game. I've played about 10 hours now, and I'm really liking it. So, enough about Cyberpunk. Now, let's see what they're doing for the Christmas. Wow, they have really... Wow. They've really gone out with the Christmas event this year. Holy moly. Wow, there's so many people here. They can't all render in at once. What's my frame rate? 40. It's 40. My frame rate is usually 100 something in this game. Wow. Okay, that's the beginning NPC. Alright, let's see what this is all about. Alright. Oh, we get a... Okay, you get a gift from starting it. Okay, the festive fiasco. 'Tis the season of the year again, and their names. I cannot pronounce these names in Final Fantasy. Garangi, whatever you spell them. 'Tis the season of the year again, and Garangi is making plans for an extra special Starlight. Alright. This quest is available for a limited time only. It ends on the end of the month. An adventurer, I take it. Why, it's as if the saint himself sent you to me. Oh, but there I go again. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Gridania, and it is my honor to serve as celebrant for the Starlight Celebration. That said, I'm afraid I must apologize. There has been a bit of a rub. You see, as such, we're not quite ready to kick off the festivities as yet. Oh, definitely. Definitely the atmosphere is great. Your chat just popped up. Definitely the atmosphere is great. They captured the dystopian atmosphere of that world in the game in Cyberpunk perfectly. Perfectly. Alright, continuing. Just, how shall I put it? Our troubles began when we encountered some unexpected delays in deciding on a theme for this year's event. Things spiraled from there, and as a result, we've been left with far too much to do in far too little time. As a result, we celebrants have been forced to recruit helpers of all stripes, from small children to strapping adventurers like yourself. Speaking of which, you wouldn't perchance be able and willing to lend us a hand, would you? And you can't see it, but I nod. Oh, thank you, friend. I dare say your generosity truly embodies the Starlight season. Without further ado, allow me to explain the tasks we would ask of you. Okay, here we go. What are we going to be doing this year? Okay, ho ho ho. You see, Saint of Nimia. Okay. Oh God, no, it's him. It's Godbert. Ho ho ho. It would seem you found a most promising helper for me again this year. Okay, Listless Lalafell. Another adventure? And I suppose this one too. And I suppose this one too will also be wanting some kind of reward for their service. I say, sometimes I wonder if this whole Starlight business is worth the effort and the coin we pour into it year after year. Must you be such a killjoy, my young friend? Just look at the faces of the children around you. Why, each year they spend moons waiting in eager anticipation for this most joyous of seasons, and the most delightful presents they will receive. Ah, yes, the presents. Worthless trinkets foisted off on naive little fools in the hopes of making them forget the mundanity of their everyday existences. If we truly want to bring joy to people, would it not be more prudent to invest in things that might actually improve the quality of their daily lives? Not wrong, but, it's a special time for kids. Ahem. Allow me to introduce Camlito Halit. Damn Wallafell names. Camlito Halito, first son of a prominent family of surveyors in Udal. He's journeyed here all the way from the Sultanate to help us prepare this year's festivities. Standing beside him is the Saint of Nimia himself, a man who no doubt needs no introduction. Yeah, Godbert. If you ever watched the Hildebrand storyline, you will know everything about this guy. He is over the top. Let me state for the record that I did not come here merely to deck the streets with gaudy lights and trinkets. I initially proposed to Father that we do away with all this mummery and transform this festival into something that would contribute more directly to the mutual economic prosperity of our nations and the realm as a whole. But did you listen? No, he simply muttered something about how we didn't raise his son to be a stuffy spoilsport, and all but demanded that I accompany Lord the Saint of Nimia, here to learn something about holiday cheer. Whatever that is supposed to mean. We got a Scrooge on our hands here. Well, not quite a Scrooge. Scrooge didn't want to give anything. This guy wants to give things. He's not wrong, but he's going about it the wrong way. Come now, Camelito. I understand that you are serious about your family business, but I dare say it wouldn't hurt for you to lighten up from time to time. Here, perhaps this will put a smile on your face. Do you mean that truly? If I help you, I can get a present too? But of course, my dear child. Behold, the Twinklevox. Okay, tucked beneath the many lids of this casket are hidden all manner of delightful wares. Why, they've been fashioned especially for this year's festivities by some of the realm's most celebrated crafters. Oh, I think I know what they're going to be doing. That resembles something. I cannot read that. Okay, that's spam. For every task you complete, you will earn the opportunity to pop off one of its lids and help yourself to the contents within. And that's just the start of it. Needless to say, there will be even more glorious gifts in store for you when the preparations are complete and the festivities can kick off in earnest. You can think of this chest as something to tide you over in the meantime, and as our way of thanking you for lending us celebrants a helping hand in our time of need. What do you say, child? Wow, this is wonderful. Mother and father say I have to help out around the house during Starlight, so I don't know if I can come back. But I have plenty of time to help now. Just say what you need and leave it to Ismene, whatever, to get things done. Ismene? It is. It is? What a generous girl you are. Thank you ever so much. Damn elf names. Or should I say... whatever. Needless to say, we've prepared some very special presents for adventurers like you as well, so I hope you can collect and enjoy them all. Yes, isn't that all so special? Now, if we're done getting all giddy about trifling baubles and toys, I should be getting back to work. All those starlight trees aren't going to decorate themselves after all. Jeez. Take that stick out of your butt. Now then, if you're ready to get started, simply head west from the amphitheater and speak to my colleague stationed before the water wheel hut. She'll be happy to explain all you need to know to get started. Okay, seasonal event. Quest accepted. Okay, where is she? Oh, that's loud. Oh, it's just over there. Okay, now let's see what's going on. Alright. An adventurer? I was expecting young Ismin, whatever, but I suppose you'll suffice. I'd like you to get to work immediately, taking down the decorations nearby. Hold your chookaboos now. It's not as if we're calling the celebration off. It's simply that, well, you met Halito, yes? He was in charge of this area, and let's just say his sense of what's appropriate for Starlight leaves. Well, Starlight leaves something to be desired. I can handle things here by myself, so I'd ask you to head to the Conjurer's Guild and take down any seasonally inappropriate decorations you might find. When you're through, you can bring the inappropriate ornaments back here to me, and I'll see that it's properly stored away. Okay, so I gotta go to there, which okay. Come back over here and go to the Eorzea and teleport over there. Conjurer's Guild. Okay. Alright, we're looking for anything that does not fit. The hell? Oh! Those are from the Halloween event, which didn't happen this year. Okay. This is Christmas tree, Christmas stuff. Huh. That's from the Easter event. That doesn't go there. Right. Okay, one more right here. And what did he put here? Oh, another jack-o'-lantern. Okay. Okay, I can handle things here by myself, so I'd ask you to head to the Conjurer's Guild and take down any seasonally inappropriate decorations you might find. Okay, she said it's the same thing, so I have to hand them over. Yes, that should do it then. Isanine here finished cleaning up her assigned area as well in half the time, I might add. Did you see some of those so-called decorations? It's as if the man has never attended a single day's worth of Starlight festivities in his life. At any rate, I suppose I'll see to it that the ornaments you took down are replaced with something more festive. In the meantime, I'd appreciate it if you could report to in my stead. Of course, leave it to me. Okay, so we go... okay, then we finished this quest then. Thank you for all your help, friend. I promise we'll Promise we'll get our act together one of these years. In the meantime, we truly appreciate your saintly efforts in helping us see that every child has a smile on their face. For Starlight. Allow me also to apologize in Camelino's behalf for the extra work he created for you. The boy has much to learn, yes, but I have no doubt that he will come to understand what the spirit of the season is all about in due time. In the meantime, allow me to express my gratitude for all you've done in true Starlight fashion with a present from the Twinkle Box. Go ahead, help yourself, and remember that there are more gifts waiting for you if you're feeling inclined to lend us your aid again. Okay, upon completing each of the tasks assigned to you by I can't pronounce that name. You may open one of the lids of the Twinkle Box and help yourself to one of the presents inside. Okay. Alright, I thought they were going to do a Simon Says game. Or not a game of Simon, but it's sort of like those punched card things that they used to have a long time ago when you come for stores or when you do events and things. So let's see what I get. Okay. Magic Prism, numeral 5. Okay, I got a stack of 99. So let's do the rest of them. Oh, and least I forgot. I'm not the only one who truly appreciates your efforts. Far from it. We've been receiving messages from the realm over thanking you and your fellow adventurers for all that you do for the people of Eorzea each and every day. My colleagues, Banefeld, I guess that's how you pronounce that, here in the amphitheater is holding on to them all. So if you're curious, simply say the word and he'll be happy to share the words of appreciation and good cheer. Missives of gratitude from across the realm have arrived in time for Starlight Celebration. A new letter will be available to read each time preparations for the festivities are successfully completed. So be sure to take a break from your efforts from time to time and speak with Banefeld. Okay, so where's Banefeld? Okay, someone's... Oh, that's her. Getting presents is fun too, but what I really enjoy is helping out and sharing the Starlight spirit. Okay, that's her. Starlight Celebrant. Okay. Snow Dusted Tree. Okay, so this is some events they're selling. Ah, okay. Magic Prism. Sunshine. And Stardust. And this is Unmelted Ice Loft. Okay, that's for the house. Unmelted Ice Partition, that's for the house. And Snow Dusted Tree, that's for housing. Crier. Merry Starlight, friend, and may the spinner's blessing be with you. We thank you for joining us for the festivities. Is there aught I might assist you with? Okay, that's info person. But where is whatever his name is? Banefeld's. Not over here. Okay, these are who are normally here. Okay, I got no messages. Where is he? Oh, there he is. I couldn't see him in all these crowd. Okay, thank you for your invaluable aid, friend. The Starlight festivities never could have happened without you. And my colleagues and I are far from the only ones who appreciate your efforts. Letters have arrived from across the realm to thank you for your generosity. Just see for yourself. A letter from the Drowning Branch. Drowning Wench, that is that's the pub in Laminsa. Doing your part to assist in the Starlight festivities, are you? Let old Baldurin tell you. Oh, let the drowning. Yeah, let old Baldurin tell you these fresh off the boat adventurers that show up here these days could learn a thing or two from ye. All about the glory those types are, working the fields at Summerford. At Summerford? But I want to save the world. Ha! Mayhap ye should learn to avoid becoming gobblue mulch first, I say. But you're different. Ye understand that putting a smile on even one lonely child's face is as heroic a deed in its own right as fending off a fleet of pirates. Merry starlight to ye, lass, and may your sails always be full. Get another one here. Starlight Slapdashery. Garanji will not rest until she has seen to it that this year's Starlight Celebration is the best ever. Okay. I'm heartened to see you've decided to stick around. Apparently, there's another set of decorations that aren't quite up to snuff. Would you mind helping Isaini look into the matter and fix things up? I've asked her to wait just outside the amphitheater. Okay. New quest. Alright. Camera's too far out. Okay. Oh, hello there. When I was on my way back before, some of the townspeople told me that there's something strange about the snowmen over by the shaded bower. Camelito was in charge of those as well. I know that he's new to all this, but how hard can it be to make a snowman? Anyhow, let's go and see what's wrong, shall we? I'll race you there. Okay. Let's go see what the guy did. What'd he do? Ah, okay. I thought I recognized the name. It's gonna be the marketplace. Okay. There's something strange about these snowmen. Yes, but I can't quite put my finger on it. What do you suppose it is? They're all facing the wrong direction? Or they have no faces? The snowmen seem to be facing in odd directions. Set them straight so that the Starlight festivities might proceed in good order. Okay. If you want to take another look from a distance, just ask me. Ah, okay. Wrong way, back, okay, and you, oh, the other way, you spin me right round. The snowmen are now facing straight. Alright. I did something a little different this year. Last year it was the choir, the whole rhythm game with the choir. This year it's a little different. Different little mini games. Okay, now it's as if the snowmen are all smiling and inviting us in. Who'd have thought that turning them around a bit could make such a difference? Oh, it's you two. Whatever are you doing lolling about here? I've already finished my latest task. Behold. Take note, and perhaps one day you'll be able to work as efficiently. Once again, Halito's decorations strike you as leaving something to be desired. Now I see why you work so fast. I believe the word you're looking for is slapdash. Which one should I choose? Is there enough people on to suggest which one I should choose? Anybody? I guess not. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by his toe. If he punches, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alright. Why, the sheer nerve! Might I remind you that you people are lucky a personage as esteemed as myself are deigned to assist with such menial tasks. In a just world, I would be placed in charge of the entire event, and you would be assisting me. That is where my true talents lie. Not in making silly snowmen and putting lights on trees. You don't know the first thing about Starlight. That's why all your decorations are such a mess until this adventure and I fixed them. What? What nonsense is this? It's true. She actually understands what Starlight is all about. She wants everyone who takes part in the festivities to feel the joy of the season, and it shows in the care she puts into every little task. Don't you care about making others happy? Or even being happy yourself? Why, I haven't seen you smile once the whole time you've been here. What? Why, I never. I came here to do a job, and against my will. Perhaps putting up these ridiculous decorations is enough to amuse a child like you, but I'm a man, grown. So, what if I'm a child? I actually care about Starlight, and my decorations will put smiles on more faces than yours ever will. Smiles this, happiness that. Be honest, Starlight is all about getting presents, yes? Then why don't I give you some coin? With money, you can buy whatever you want. I don't want your stupid money. I'm going back. Yeah, that stick is really shoved up high. Making a poor child cry? Consider me unimpressed, Camelito. And yet I cannot help but feel that there is more to the child's situation than meets the eye. I shall inquire further. In the meantime, pray return to Garanji and appraise her of your progress. Perhaps I could stand to take my work a bit more seriously. Okay. So let's go back. Marty! Back to the amphitheater. So, up this way. Oh, the frame rate is awful with this many people. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this way. This way. I keep forgetting it. It's oriented this way. I'm too used to teleporting. Welcome back, friend. Thanks for your tireless efforts on our behalf. I am pleased to report that we are closer than ever to getting the festivities in full swing. Don't forget to help yourself to another present from the Twinkle Box. I dare say you're more than earned it. Okay, so we get this one now. And what's that? Number 4. Okay. Okay, another thank you letter has arrived from one of your admirers. Speak to Banefeld in the I'm not pronouncing that, amphitheater to see what it says. Okay. Thank you for your invaluable aid, friend. The Starlight festivities never could have, is the same thing he said before. Okay, letter from the Drowning Wench. Caroline Canopy. That's here in Gridania. From Mother Manone. Okay. I hope this letter finds you well, Momo. Tells me that the preparations for this year's Starlight festivities have been more trying than ever. I regret that I could not lend a hand myself, but watching over the young ones who would follow in your footsteps keeps me occupied as ever. As if that weren't enough, what with the deep chill in the air these days, it is all I can do to keep Figaga's gift from freezing and cracking in the cold. It is not an easy or glamorous task, but it is one I would not entrust to any other. No, for though the work may be strenuous, gazing out at the great wheel in the stillness of the falling snow, these moments of tranquility I would not trade for anything in the world. I hope that you too are able to find some measure of quietude and respite amid the revelry of the Starlight season. As all the different characters met going throughout the game. She's a letter from the drowning wench. Okay, I think this is the one I've already read. Yep. Next. Okay, the true spirit of Starlight. Okay. Garanji remains hard at work preparing for the Starlight Celebration of a lifetime. Thanks in no small part to your tireless efforts, I dare say we're on track to begin the festivities sooner than I had anticipated. That said, I fear there's still more work to be done. Sigh. If only I weren't so utterly useless. Hamilito. Did you say something, Camelito? Me? Oh, it was nothing. Nothing at all. At any rate, the next job I'd like to entrust to you is preparing the tree. Speak to my colleague at the Acorn Orchard over in New Gridania, and she'll be happy to brief you on the task at hand. Okay. Alright, time to go to New Gridania, which there's the entrance over here. I almost went into on my way here. I think. Yep. Oh, there it is. Nope. Turned around again. Take Nibbit. Okay. There it is. There's the zone line. Okay. Okay. Over here. Oh, just over here. Where the children play. Yep, right here. Okay. I can't see anything amiss with the decorations here. Whatever could be the matter? Okay. Ah, are you here to help? Remarkable. splendiferous even. I've just been inspecting the trees and have been oh, I have just been inspecting the trees that have been put up around town, and I couldn't help but notice that something was amiss. See here, part of the trunk has been gnawed away as if by an animal or the like. For any more damage to be done to the tree, it might fall over, and that would be most perilous to any small child who happened to be standing beneath it at the time. I had a mind to call for a skilled woodworker, but perhaps they might examine the tree and reinforce it for us. Might I ask you to head to the Carpenter's Guild in my stead? This adventure will be going, you say? I suppose that means you won't be needing me. Very well then, I shall inspect the other trees or the like. Okay. His little fragile ego took a little bit of a beating. Capable carpenter. Ho there! What brings you to the Carpenter's Guild during the season of Celebration Trend? Some cute little woodland creatures have been chewing away at your starlight trees, you say? Well, that won't do at all. I dare say this calls for an investigation. Let's see what's going on here. Who's gnawing at our trees? I cannot thank you enough, my friend. Clearly you have summoned a carpenter of surpassing skill. I am most relieved to know that the children of Gridania need not fear any falling trees as they open their presents this Starlight season. Yes, I forgot to tell you. While you were visiting the guild on my behalf, Camelito Hamelino was kind enough to go about inspecting the other trees in the area. I'm pleased to report that he assures me that not a one shows any suspicious gnawing or tooth marks. He's a rather dour fellow, isn't he? And yet it would seem he takes his work quite seriously. I dare say I was rather impressed at how closely he examined each and every trunk with such a painstaking eye. He mentioned that he was heading back to the amphitheater after finishing the job. Why, he didn't even stick around long enough to allow me to thank him for his efforts. Might you be so kind as to pass along a simple message of gratitude on my behalf? Okay, so back, Marty, to old Gridania. Okay, so let's go talk to Mr. Stick Up His Butt. I can't help but feel that something is missing, and yet, what could it be? Camille is staring so intently at the snowman that it seems he might burn a hole clear through its body. You know, mayhap a necklace of the finest gold with a sparkling gem inlaid would give it a glamorous appearance, befitting the season. But no, I might appreciate that, but I am not a child of Gridania. I must put myself in their shoes. Whatever sort of snowman would bring a smile to their faces? Of course not. I could not care less about the idle musings of children. I simply thought that perhaps my masterwork here could benefit from a finishing touch, that's all. Bah, who am I fooling? It's true, I haven't stopped thinking about what the girl said for bells now. Here, I thought I could come here and put together a festival of the for the ages. And as it turns out, I can't even make a single child happy. Hells, I'm only making myself miserable as well. And yet, I must not give up hope. There is still time for me to do my job right, to earn the right to open that chest of presents and claim the glory that is rightfully mine. And so I got to thinking, that child was looking at this snowman with a most intense gaze, was she not? No doubt she saw something in it that has managed to escape me. Forgive me, I suspect my work here might take longer than I expected. Pray report to Garanji ahead of me and tell her I shall be along in due time. Okay. Welcome back, friend, and another job well done, I am pleased to say. Well, what are you waiting for? Help yourself. You've more than earned it. Camlito's still putting the finishing touches on his snowman, you say? Dare I dream that he's come to understand the true spirit of Starlight at last? For indeed this season isn't just about gaudy lights, toys, and trinkets. If every last child is not able to find something of joy here, we have not done our duty. And to make that possible, we must first find a reason to rejoice for ourselves. Our smiles light up the faces of the children, who in turn warm our hearts yet further, allowing us to further spread happiness across the realm. It is that cycle of giving and receiving, that ever-expanding circle of peace and joy, that embodies the true soul of the Starlight season. So take your present proudly, my friend. Let it fill your heart with pure satisfaction that you might have happiness aplenty to share with your fellow adventurers, and indeed Eorzeans the realm over. Okay, the green one this time. We have 2 more left. And some more prisms. So, number 3. Another thank you letter has arrived from one of your admirers. Okay. So let me zoom in a little more. Okay, same message. What's this? The quicksand! Okay, this is from the Adventurers Guild in Udal. Mamodi. Okay. When I heard one of my regulars saying that Starlight might be cancelled this year, I almost spit out my drink. But later I caught word that you were on the job, and I knew at the moment there was no cause in worrying. Of all the adventurers I know, and believe me, I know plenty, none understand quite as well as you that there's no deed too small to be meaningful. No, no. Like, let me start over. Of all the adventurers I know, and believe me, I know plenty, none understand quite as well as you that there is no deed too small to be meaningful. Least of all the task of warming the hearts of children who find kindness and good cheer all too hard to come by in these trying times. Boy, no shit, Sherlock. So feel proud, Momo Shirai. That's my character's name. You've done right by the realm today. Safe travels, and don't be a stranger. Okay. Next. Okay, one happy family. Granji is determined to make miracles happen this Starlight season. Okay. Starlight waits for no one. Without further ado, I would entrust you with the next most vital task in preparing for the festivities. Simply speak to my colleagues stationed past Epaklu Falls on the way to the residential district to the north. Okay, I think I know where that. Yep, I think I know where that. Exactly where that's at. Infectamundo. Yep, that's exactly where I thought it would be. Infectamundo. Infectamundo. Running, 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 running. There's an Eggy. That is the Garuda Eggy. This person is a summoner. No. Okay. More snowmen. Okay. These are in the wrong. That's Yashtola's sister. She's cute. Just like Yashtola. She might actually be cuter. Don't tell Yashtola I said that. She'll hurt me. What does she have to say? Actually, that sweater she's got on, I've got that. Okay, I always wondered why the snowmen never melted, and now I know. Being able to see behind the magic of Starlight is a miracle in itself. Back to offer your aid? Well, I suppose we could put you to use. Perhaps you've seen the snowmen around the area. Well, the truth is, we employ a little bit of sorcery. To make sure they don't go melting in the event of untimely warm weather. To that end, I'd task you with stuffing one of these here fragments of what we call eternal ice inside each one of them. If you could see to the ones near the Manor District, north of here, Ismane, and I will take care of those by the Lancers Guild. Pray meet us there when you're done. Okay. Okay, so gotta put some in here. Basically, I think these are ice elemental things from, yep. Or they're ice crystals, ice shards. Basically the stuff that you would normally use for crafting. Ah. A lot of other people are here doing the quests too. Ah, and there's this poor guy. Yeah, he's the manservant from Hawkeye Manor. If you ever do that particular mission, yeah, he has a reason to be dour. This is Christmas time. Not time to be dour. Sad. Actually, Starlight. Okay. And with that, I do believe our job is done. Hooray! I trust you've seen to our snowmen as well. Excellent. I'll survey the area one last time to make sure we haven't overlooked anything. So pray go ahead of me and report to Garanji. Say, Mrs. Adventure, is there a special someone you'll be spending Starlight Season with this year? Oh, is that so? Then we'd best make the decorations extra pretty just for them, yes? I always used to come with Mother and Father, but they are busy this year. That's why I decided to make myself useful and help out with the preparations. I had a mind to make a giant snowman just for them that we could all come see together, but I guess they'll need to stay at home, so, well, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. Oh, but I should get back to work. See you around, Mrs. Adventurer. As Ismane races off, your mind drifts to Camelito Halito, who you believe you last saw at the amphitheater. How does he fare with his allotted task? Let's go see. Enter the marketplace here. Shaded Bower. Time to run. Run. Haul ass. Underlay. Yeehaw. Alright, there you are. What? Why, hello there. Isaini. The names in this game. Isaini. I was just putting together another snowman of my own. What do you think? I have redeemed myself? Okay. Oh, it's wonderful. I was just thinking how this snowman looks so lonely, and now he has a friend. Let's make one more. Yet another, you say? Indeed, I suppose you've nothing better to do until the next delivery of ornaments arrive. Very well then, to work. Well, it appears I'll be occupied for a while here yet. You've completed your task, yes? If you would be so kind, I would ask you to report to Garanji for both of us. Okay. Alright. Another task completed, and in spectacular fashion, I have no doubt. Just think of how many smiles you put on the children's faces today. Take your reward, friend. I dare say you've earned it. Alright, and now the lime green. More prisms. Yay! Number 2. Okay. Oh, cutscene. Okay. If it would not be too much to ask, we are in need of more snowman decorations. I have made an executive decision to build one more. With pleasure, I shall see that the necessary supplies are procured straight away. That said, color me surprised, Camelito. Could it be that you've finally gotten into the spirit of the season after all? Heh, one could say that, I suppose. At first I simply saw all this decorating as menial labor, trifling tasks far beneath one of my station. And yet, seeing the twinkle in young Isaine's eyes every time I make a snowman or hang up a glittering star, I began to sense that I was part of something far larger than I had ever imagined. Before long, I realized the truth, that every one of my actions, no matter how humble, were indispensable in bringing good cheer to the hearts of the children of in this realm. And perhaps more importantly, that such acts were diminished if performed without similar sentiments in my own heart. Yet I fear that in realizing this, I have been consumed by the sheer responsibility of these tasks, to the point that I feel almost petrified with a desire to get everything just right. Oh ho! Worry not, my friend. There's still plenty of time to polish your creations to perfection before the festivities kick off in earnest. So long as you've got that starlight spirit in you, and you're more than fine in my book. At any rate, our job is almost done, but that's all the more reason we can't afford to slack off or compromise until we've seen to the last of the preparations. The children are counting on us, my friends. Okay. I have a new letter. Who will this be from? So far it's been from all the Adventurers Guild places and everything. So, where's this going to be from? Thank you for your invaluable aid, friend. The Starlight festivities never could have happened without... Okay, the same message. This is from... Maelstrom Command. Merryweb Mighty Boobs. Okay. For those of us who have spent most of our lives at sea, the Starlight Celebration is mayhap not as close as our hearts as it is to others. And yet each year at this time, when I hear the call of the birds migrating from cooler climates, it gives me cause to reflect. As sailors, we look to the night sky for the guidance of the stars. It is they who show us where we are, and who illuminate the path before us. Were it not for those beacons of light, we would be lost at sea, and before long find ourselves drowned in the cold depths. This got me to wondering, might it not be said that the smiles you have put on the faces of the children this season serve a similar role, as they brighten the hearts of Eorzeans the realm over and raise their spirits in these times of uncertainty? I, for one, believe so. And for all you have done to that end, you have my thanks. Okay, there's one last one. Okay. Wish upon a starlight. Garanji's passion for decking the town with starlight decorations knows no bounds. She really likes to deck the halls. Listen up, my favorite helper. It's time to bring some starlight magic to the Green Loam Growery. Okay, that's the Botanist Guild. Speak out my splendiferous colleague there. She'll be more than happy to share with you all you need to know. This way. Hauling little ass. Okay, here we are. This is where the Botanist Guild is. I haven't been leveling my botanist in a while. Oh, there she is. Okay. Ah, it's you again! You! Your assistance is most welcome, friend. I've been handing out wreaths for the townsfolk to decorate their front doors, but it would seem our supplies fallen woefully behind the demand. A most generous individual at the Botanist Guild has agreed to donate some of their loveliest works to our cause. Might I trouble you to make the trip there and procure them for us? Okay. Back this way. Right up here. Nope, not there. Here. Reese, you say? But of course, we've more than enough for one and all this starlight. Pray take as many as you need with my blessing, and give the celebrants my best regards. Okay, so I got him. Now what do I do with him? Wait, jump. Okay, a most generous individual at the at the Botanists Guild has agreed to donate some of their loveliest works to our cause. Okay. Just look at all those lovely reefs. The growers at the Botanists Guild are nothing if not generous. At some rate, this should more than suffice. Thank you, friend. Look, that adventurer is helping to get ready for Starlight. Isaini told me that she is too. She says that every time she finishes a task, she gets a special present. I should have helped out too. Isaini, you say? The poor child? I can't even imagine working so hard. What with all the hardships she now faces at home. Hardships, you say? What is it that troubles the girl, pray tell? I fear I'm not privy to all the details, but word has it her parents have not left the house in ages. Isaini's always running about town, all on her own. She puts on a strong face, but I can't help but worry that she's suffering more than she lets on. It wasn't always like this, mind you. I remember often seeing the three of them together. Her father cut a tall, dashing figure and always adorned his head with a stylish hat. Her mother had the gentlest of smiles and was always clad in garb of matching patterns that she fashioned herself. Seeing such a lovely family walk the streets together was always such a heartwarming sight. Sadly, for whatever reason, it is a sight we see no longer. That is most troubling indeed. Pray forgive me. I hadn't the slightest idea that anything was amiss when the girl came to offer her aid. I must have a chat with her. But a host of lovely reefs have just arrived from our friend at the Botanist Guild. Pray help yourself to whatever strikes your fancy. Okay. Forgive me. Your work here is done. Pray return to Garanji and collect your reward. You're most certainly earned it. Okay. Something going on with the girl's family. I wonder what it is. They ill? Wait a minute. The heck? Alrighty then. They recently made it possible for guys to wear girls' clothes. Yeah. Yep. It's already starting. Yep. Okay. Well, if it isn't my favorite helper, thank you most sincerely for yet another job well done. Well, what are you waiting for? Help yourself to another present from the Twinkle Box. Alright, the last one. More prisms. Prisms. Which one is this? Number 1. Have the additional snowman decorations arrived yet by chance? I'm most eager to get started on my latest masterwork. That's the spirit, and indeed, they were delivered not moments ago. Splendid. In that case, Isaini and I shall get to work at once. And good old Manderville. Ho ho ho! That's the kind of good cheer I like to see. Yes, 'twould appear that the Starlight Celebrations is in good hands again this year. Ah yes, your colleagues had mentioned some troubling news about young Isaini, so I took it upon myself to do some research into the matter. Whatever is the matter? Is the child okay? The girl is fine, but I fear her dear father is less so, stricken with a grievous malady. He lies bedridden, with Isaini's poor mother tending to him every waking moment of the day. That is most distressing indeed. The poor girl. She never said as much, but doubtless she works as hard as she does in order to procure the medicine her dear father so desperately needs. Sadly, matters are not so simple. The illness her father suffers from, sadly, is a common one these days, and it is said demands for medicine greatly outstrip the supply. No matter how diligently the girl works to earn the coin she needs, there is simply not enough of the remedy to go around. Indeed, though opening the twinkle box may light up her eyes, I can only imagine that what she truly wants for Starlight is to soothe her dear father's pain. If only there were some way we could help her do just that. Well, there might be naught we can do to heal what ails the man. Perhaps we might be able to offer Isaini and her family a bit of Starlight cheer in this trying time. The girl has been a most dutiful and generous little helper for us this season, has she not? If we were to find some way to dedicate this year's Starlight Celebration to her and her loved ones, and in doing so make it the most spectacular success it's ever been, mayhap that might lift her spirits. Dedicate the celebration to her? An admirable idea, I agree, but however might we do that? The child spoke of her wish to make a snowman of incredible size, you say? No wonder she took such an interest in my masterpieces. As for the medicine, let me contact my associate and see if there is aught that might be done. In the meantime, might I trouble you to see the decorations of our final and most spectacular snowman? I am confident that you understand what would bring joy to Isaini's heart more than anyone. Oh, but it would seem you've already collected all the Twinkle Box has to offer. Pray forgive my presumption. I suppose you'll be leaving us to return to far more important matters. "'Tis not about the reward, you say. Truly, you are the very embodiment of the Starlight spirit, a veritable incarnation of Nemia herself." I'm gonna give you a Subway. You want anything? Get another miss. I will be right back before continuing. Let me put us on intermission here, and we'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Tiger wanted to ask me something. Okay, so before we continue... Actually, let's... Damn, my inventory is getting full. I need to sell some of this shit. And it's number 1. So what's this do? Oh. 2. 2. 3. 4. Then Stardust. And then Sunshine. And then, oh, number 5. Okay. Alright, what's the next one? The Lotus Stand. Where is that? Oh! Yeah, that's the thing with the... what do you gonna call it? It's from the boat. The boat. The Lotus Stand. Let's go. Come on. Okay. How fare you in the preparations for the festivities, my good friend? Firstly, on behalf of all Gridanians, let me express my most heartfelt gratitude for your most selfless acts this special season. I have given much thought to the matter of what my fellow seed seers and I might do to bring even more joy to the children, and I do believe I have come upon just the idea. You are familiar with the tradition by which children write letters to the spinner containing their most heartfelt wishes to place upon the Starlight tree, yes? You're coming from a Japanese celebration of Christmas. So what they do during Christmas, since the majority of Japanese are a sort of a mix of Shinto and Buddhist, there aren't any real pure Buddhists or pure Shinto. There are some, but most sort of follow a mix of it. Only 1% of the population is Christian, so they don't really follow Christmas that way. It's more of a thing for families and lovers. And what they will do is they'll go to temples and they will get wishes and they will tie them to the trees on the temple grounds. They'll do that. So this is sort of a extension of that. Let's see. I have determined that we will attempt to grant as many of them as is within our power, and have recruited a number of like-minded souls to aid in the cause of doing so. I hope that we will inspire the many more smiling faces here in Gridania this Starlight season, and that the elementals will smile upon our efforts as well. Okay. And Snowman Bell. Okay, that is... for some reason, ringing this bell summons forth a beheaded and begloved embodiment of festive cheer. With that in mind, it would be rather a shame not to ring it. Okay. And 0. At long last, our preparations have almost come to an end. All that remains is to put the finishing touches on the mother of all snowmen and give our dear little Isaini a Starlight present she'll remember for a lifetime. And with that, shall we be on our way? I'm ready if you are. Quest accepted. Alright, what are we doing? Now, let's get to work, shall we? I prepared an assortment of decorative materials for the occasion, so feel free to let your imagination run wild. That said, we mustn't forget who our audience is. What sort of snowman do you suppose would most warm little Asini's heart? Yes, you were saying how concerned she was that the smaller snowmen might be lonely, yes? And how happy she would, she was when he got a friend. Perhaps there's a hint to be had there. What sort of decoration would make Asini's happiest of all? Give it some thought, and I've no doubt you'll be struck with inspiration. Okay, reflect on all you've learned and decorate the snowman as best you can to delight your fellow helper. As the town people tell it, Asini's father is the tall, dashing type and rarely seen without his favorite hat. Mother, on the other hand, was known to prefer wearing matching patterns. Okay, so he was tall. Okay. Place a silk hat on his head. Okay. Red knit hat on its head, green scarf, red scarf. Green. A green scarf around its neck. Okay, drape a green scarf around its neck. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and place a red knit head. And a red scarf around its neck. Now fully decorated, the three snowmen appear as if they were a family. Just looking at them warms your heart, and you can only hope Asini feels the same. Return to Garanji and let her know your task is done. Oh, she's right here. There you are. Okay. You've truly outdone yourself, my friend. This is nothing short of a masterpiece. I have no doubt Isaini will be overjoyed at the sight of your little snowman family. Marvelous, simply marvelous. While I am partial to my own creation, I can do nothing but tip my cap to your superior aesthetic sensibilities. Ho ho! Godbert. Ho ho! I have seen many a snowman in my day, but never one that warms the cockles of my heart quite so much as your merry little snowman family. Truly, you are a snowman artisan of the highest order. Look, the snowman has a mommy and a daddy. Why, it's just like a family. Our family. Oh, how happy she must be. Did you make this, Camelito? I only helped here and there. Momo deserves all the credit. How do you like it, Isaimi? I dare say the little snowman isn't lonely anymore. Oh yes, now that I know she's not alone, I can leave her to enjoy starlight with her family while I return home to my own. I'm sorry for making you do all this for me when you were already so busy yourself. Can you forgive me? I am the one who should be asking for forgiveness, my child. After all, it is you who taught this stuffy, overly serious fool what the true meaning of starlight is all about. I may not be able to stay for the celebration, but this has already been the best starlight ever. Thank you so much for letting me help. I'll treasure the presents from the Twinkle Box forever. Camelito, if you would. But of course, those presents were simply to show our appreciation for your help. Of course, we have another present, and this one just for you. Or perhaps I should say for your dear father. Could it be? As it so happens, the saint of Nemea has here happened to be a patron of the apothecary that produces this medicine. When he shared your story with the proprietor, they simply insisted that we deliver this to you straight away. What's more, they have a long last discovered a means by which you can produce the remedy in vast. They have at long last discovered a means by which they can produce the remedy in vast quantities. Rest assured that all those who are suffering as your father is will have succor soon enough. Speaking of your father, my child, I took the liberty of delivering the first dose to him in person. From the looks of it, it would seem you may well be able to enjoy the celebration after all, and I dare say that your dear father may even be feeling well enough to join you. Truly? A medicine that not even all the money in the realm can buy? It truly is a starlight miracle. Yes, this season has taught me much. A coin is but a means to an end, not a goal in of itself. If it is not used to bring a smile to those who need it most, it has little more value than a lump of coal. Oh, I dare say you come far in this short time, Camlito. Your father will be most proud to hear of this. I'm sure, yes, you will prove a worthy successor to him, I am sure. About that, Lord Mott, good saint, sir, I've decided not to take over father's business after all. It surprised me as well. Over the course of preparing for Starlight, I could feel my heart changing. Now I am certain of it as anything. When I return to Udal, I mean to devote my efforts to doing all in my power to alleviate the plight of those who were not blessed with my privileges. Oh, I misjudged you, my boy. You have matured far, far beyond even my wildest expectations. So much so, in fact, that I dare say your father will have a stern word or two for me. At any rate, I am not returning returning anywhere until I've celebrated Starlight to the fullest with the children of Gridania. Iceni here first among them, of course. That's the spirit, and with that, I can finally present you, Momo, with the greatest gift of all. The one I've been waiting to give you from the start. Let me hazard a guess. The smiles of the little ones, yes? Haha, clearly the Starlight spirit has taken hold in your heart now. And with that, the moment we've been waiting for is finally at hand. Without further ado, let the festivities begin. Another missive of thanks has arrived from one of the numerous admirers. Speak to Banefeld. Okay. So does that conclude everything? Let's see. Thank you, my friend. This year's festivities once more saw smiles and miracles fill the realm. I am particularly glad that we were able to make young Iceni's Starlight wish come true. The poor girl deserves some happiness in her life after all these hardships. Okay, that's the last. Alright, let's see what the last letter is. Fragrant Chamber from the Sultana. Okay. On behalf of all the Sultanate, I commend you on your efforts in saving this year's Starlight Celebration from an uncertain fate. Some would say that snowmen fell out of place here in the jeweled desert, but I have naught but fond memories of being a young girl, spending sleepless nights in anticipation of what the saint would bring me. There are those who would proclaim that it is base and shameful to engage in revelry at a time when our realm faces such continued hardship, yet I could not disagree more. If we have our hope of leading Eorzea to a brighter future, then it begins with ensuring that every young boy and girl out there looks toward tomorrow with a smile on their face. and the confidence that happier days are to come. For all you have done and continue to do towards this end. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Boy, is that topical. Okay. So now my inventory is even more full than it was before. Let me use this. Alright. Okay, let's find some place. The North Shroud. And here's the mount. It doesn't have special attributes. And it can fly. Alrighty then. Let's head back to the house. Teleport to do that this time. Oh. Oh. Here's the house. Alright then. Alright everybody. That has been fun. Oh, that was this year's Christmas event. They skipped the Halloween event this year to do something for the gold saucer. It was some kind of big event with the gold saucer where you get like double earnings and everything, and they had all the stuff that they were gonna give away for the Halloween event was put in the gold saucer. I never did those events, unfortunately. I should have gone back and did them, but oh well. Anyway, this is been the Christmas event, and yeah, this boy, this is topical. Boy, we need better times. See, this year was a dumpster fire. 2020 was bad, and the year's not over yet. Anyway, thanks everyone who was on watching. I didn't have the text chat up at all to see if anyone was saying anything. Nope, still just have the dear childhood friend of mine and a spam message on Twitch. I'll be doing more of these live streams. I'll get more people in here for the chat. Anyway, so thanks to all who have watched the stream, all the people who are watching, and everything. It's been a fun time. I'm gonna go back to the dirty, dingy world of Night City. I'm not doing a live playthrough of that because I want to take my time in the game, and also I cover multiplayer stuff on this channel, so I'll be doing stuff. Actually, me and Tigra are going to do Squadrons, Star Wars Squadrons, pretty soon. And we'll also be getting back into Elite Dangerous. We haven't given up on Star Citizen. We're still going to be doing that. In fact, update 3.12 is coming soon. It's in the PTU now, and it'll be coming soon. It's a big update. This one's a big one. There's going to be a lot of new additions to the game with that. The gas clouds, and a lot of the massive number of fixes and everything. This is going to be a really big update. So we're going to still be getting into Star Citizen. We're going to be going back into Elite Dangerous again. Odyssey is coming next year. We're going to see what that's all about. But we're very disappointed that they're not doing VR correctly for that. That is really disappointing. Really disappointing. But we'll see what's going on with that. Anyway, I will be doing more stuff. I'll be checking out the Team Fortress 2 Christmas event, and I will again be streaming for my channel in Gamers Bay for Christmas again. And I don't have many in the way of Christmas games, Christmas themed stuff. I've been wanting to do some Christmas themed games for Gamers Bay, but I don't really have anything for that. We'll be doing some more retro games. I've got many more retro games for Gamers Bay. I'll be doing a lot of SNK stuff, and then I'll be getting back to doing Retro Days on Gamers Bay, where I'll be covering, different systems, the Atari games, Commodore 64, Apple II, stuff like that. So that's all coming. And of course, another episode of The Professor is on its way. I'm currently working on that and working out the theme for that episode. So, lots of stuff. I'm going to try and get this channel back on track and everything. I'm doing some different stuff to improve my health and everything. On a diet, better diet this time, and sticking with it, or trying to stick with it. And I'm taking supplements and different things. I've actually started losing weight already. So if I start feeling better, I will be in a better mood to be able to make more content. That's the reason why I haven't been making much on here. It's because I really haven't felt well. And I'm feeling better now than I have in a long time. I can actually walk without really hurting. My back still hurts from time to time if I'm on my feet for too long, but I'm able to walk to the mailbox and back without being out of breath. Or I was able to take the garbage out without being out of breath. That's how bad it was. And I've lost enough to where I'm not hurting anymore. At least I'm not in any serious pain. My knees still hurt from time to time. I need to get a new chair too. I'm sitting on a church chair, on a cushy church chair. I bought one of those stackable ones because my other chair that I had for a long time finally broke on me. So, and we got another weight, another scale. So now that I know my actual weight, I can now afford to get a decent chair instead of having to buy one for Uber weight, which I thought I'm significantly lower than we thought I was. So I'll be able to get me a good chair finally. I rambled on enough. Thank you everyone for watching, who has watched. Thank you to my dear childhood friend for coming by and having a short chat. I've been Mike DeZorch. Merry Christmas. I'll be seeing you guys again in the next stream.